What is the secret to making risotto? Well, it's not really a secret, but rather a challenging task, which is having to stir constantly and consistently as it cooks. For this dish, that may take 30 minutes of constant stirring. This creamy risotto is perfect for when you need to serve dinner for many. And to go along with it, I prepared chicken thighs seared in its own fat, and served the crispy skin right on top of it. I made this during the holiday for the family and had the pleasure of filming outdoors.
I need a waste bin.
The sunset light was bright, but it wasn't too harsh.
Use for later. That kind of hurt. Alright, we got an onion and 3 garlic cloves.
I started with prepping the ingredients by chopping the onions and the garlic. Then, I warmed up the chicken stock. This is important because it helps the risotto cook evenly and make sure the rice absorbs the liquid properly, which is essential for releasing the starch. While the stock warmed up, I prepped the chicken thighs by removing the bones and separating the skin, so I could sear them separately later. Lastly, I sliced the mushrooms into bite-sized pieces. Now comes the cooking. I seared the skin on the dry pan until it turned golden and crispy.
Oh, that is crispy. Oh, that is crispy.
Using the rendered fat, I seared the seasoned chicken thighs until those as well turned golden. I kept the seasoning simple with just salt and pepper, allowing the rendered fat to infuse the chicken with more flavor. Unfortunately, the grill wasn't hot enough to cook the onions in the pot, so I transferred to the stovetop inside. Gets me a more consistent heat. Once the onions were translucent, it was time to add in the mushrooms. And once they were soft, I mixed in Arborio rice. This rice is perfect for risotto because its high starch content naturally thickens the dish, creating that creamy texture without needing any heavy cream. And then came the most important part, cooking the rice with 1 cup of stock at a time. This is where the challenge of making risotto began, which is to never stop stirring, no matter what. Stirring constantly ensures even cooking and helps the rice release starch, creating that creamy consistency. I repeated this over and over and over again until it was fully cooked. But while I was mixing, I kept an eye on the texture and started taste testing towards the end. Eventually, I ran out of stock, but I still needed more liquid. Now, since it was too late to warm up more stock, I just added 2 extra cups of water. So, on top of the 6 cups of stock, an additional 2 cups of water brings the total to 8 cups of liquid. Now, that's a lot. After 30 minutes of ladling, mixing, and some occasional tasting, the risotto was finally ready. All in all, I'd say it was worth it, given that I served it for several people to enjoy. Sometimes making a dish is more worth it when you're making a large batch for a large group of people. I plated the risotto with seared chicken, crispy chicken skin, and a sprinkle of parsley. My favorite part, besides getting to eat it, was finally letting my arms rest. But to be honest, the end result was worth it, despite the upper body workout. And there you have it, mushroom risotto with seared chicken. Unlike making white rice, which you can leave to simmer on its own, risotto requires your full attention and care. But in the end, it's absolutely worth it. Thank you so much for watching and sharing a space with me here at our virtual table. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button and hit that bell to stay tuned for next week's video. See you then.